pretty well so far here. The grubber from Kenny, and here comes Henry! Liam Henry gets over! Dane Laurie dancing with them, gets a pass on the inside, and there is a try for the Panthers. Liam Henry with a try.
There we go, Liam Henry. I forgot to mention, what about this? Pardon me, 2024 Panthers Rookie of the Year, and he joins us on the line. Liam, welcome to the summer edition of the Run Home.
G'day, thanks for having me.
Too easy. Now, what about this for a list of previous Rookie of the Year winners? You've joined the likes of Nathan Cleary, Dylan Edwards, Stephen Crine, Brian Toe, James Fisher-Harris. What is it, or how does it feel to join such an illustrious list like that as Rookie of the Year?
Oh, it's obviously pretty special. There's some absolute legends you've called out there, but just being surrounded by them every day is awesome. So really lucky, but happy with the year. So it's going good.
Liam, you're in the middle of your preseason training. Has it gotten any? Obviously now the team has won 4 grand finals in a row. Does that mean you get to? Is it preseason training a little bit easier now, or are you still getting flogged hard?
I definitely wouldn't say it's gotten any easier. We kind of just set at square one every November, and then try to build throughout the season. So we're just laying down the foundation at the moment and starting all over. So it's going really good. We started 4 weeks ago, I think now, and we finished up on Saturday, but in the full swing of things. So it's going good.
So how many weeks did you actually get off post grand final? Were you off for about a month or so? Is that all the leave you got?
No, I think it was about 7 or 8 weeks. So we had a good break and come back fresh and ready to go.
And did you get away anywhere special with the dance on?
So it was pretty quiet off season. I had an operation on the shoulder, so I was just working at getting that right, and so I come in right for pre-season. But it was nice having time off, and went back and spent time with the family and got away and a few little trips here and there. So it's always good to have time off and spend it with the family, that's for sure. It was nice.
Now, Liam, there's a word that's, these days people sort of make up words, they join words together, and it's been annoying my wife, and I just want to see whether or not any of the Panthers players have been hanging around Bondi Beach at all. Obviously, they've given it a name now. If we go down to Bondi, are we going to see any of the Panthers players on patrol?
Well, I don't know. It was pretty warm there last week, so there might have been a few floating around down there. But, I actually haven't been over there a whole lot. I've poked my head in and had a look. But, that might be the spot to go. So, cool off.
I imagine it's probably, if the TV, Channel 10, want to get involved, it'd probably be one of the most boring TV series you've ever seen, Bondi Rescue. Just not a lot going on there, I imagine. But, mate, also, here's one thing I wanted to ask you too. I'm a mad Newcastle Knights fan, and we recently saw Kalen Ponga take out potential signing out for dinner. Have you ever been asked, or is there a teammate of yours that will get wheeled out to take a potential signing somewhere? Maybe a bit of, aqua golf or down to Bondi Beach, maybe?
No, I'm not real sure about that. Not that I know of, anyway. I'm not sure if any of the boys are doing that for a potential signing, but no, I don't think so.
I think all they'd be doing is just showing him the last 4 grand finals and going, hey, do you want to sign? Check out this.
Now, Lee, you've obviously done some great things on the field this year, but you're doing even better things off the field as well. What can you tell us about you're an ambassador, you've got a relationship with a charity called Little Wings. What can you tell us about them and what they do for people that might not know?
So they're a non-profit organisation, Little Wings, and they fly out and bring children and their families that are doing it tough and bring them in, transport them to the hospital, whether that be by a car or actually fly them. So most of all their staff are volunteers and they all do a really, really good job. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting a young fella called George. So he was only 9 years old, and went and seen him, and it was really, really special. That was kind of my first time getting to see how the Little Wings organisation worked and what they actually do for these families doing it tough. So they're doing wonderful things, and it was really special to do it. So,
and we're reading George. You presented George with a little Panthers jersey. Was he a Panthers fan, or have you managed to just twist his arm there and get him on board?
No, he's a diehard Panthers fan. So he was an absolute little legend, and was lucky enough that we gave him a jersey, a pink jersey. So he was pretty stoked. He was after one of them. He was he obviously wore the pink in the grand final, and he was a little legend. So he was diagnosed with leukemia this time last year, and hadn't been able to get home a whole lot. So it was a very special day. He actually went back to his family in Moree, and I was lucky enough to enjoy part of that journey with him. So it was very special.
That's unreal. And for people that might not have heard much about Little Wings, how can people at home get involved, or anyone out there in the NRL community? Like, I know the NRL community does so much in this sort of area, and people are always looking to get involved. How can they do that?
So Little Wings have got they're on their socials. So through Instagram and Facebook, I'm sure you can reach out and just search them. So as I said, they're a non-profit organisation, so any help and volunteers is really, really appreciated. So they're doing amazing things and want to keep doing so.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. And it's www.littlewings.org.au for all the details. One thing that, in the media we hear a lot of stuff about all the Panthers players, and we all love Brian To'o. This year, a couple of stories popped up. He wore his Origin gear to the airport, and I loved that as well. One thing I want to ask you about was his pre-game ritual where he smashes Macca's hard. It sits down and has 2 breakfast burgers, a large bowl of chips, aioli sauce, and then this seems pretty crazy, but he has 6 cans of Coke Zero. Have you seen this? Have you witnessed this kind of degustation?
I have. So we on the away trips this year, we had a little brekkie crew, and Biz was a part of that. And the first couple of times it took me by surprise. I kind of sat back and thought, "There's no way he's getting through all this," and he did. So. But, it works for Bizza. I'm not sure it'd do the same for me, that's for sure, but it works for Bizza, so, yeah.
How do you play the pre-game meal then? What's the go-to?
I'm pretty, straight down the line. I'm kind of just eggs and toast with a bit of avocado, so there's no double burgers for me, but, that'll do the trick.
You know what? You didn't have to tell me that. Somehow I knew just talking to you, you're going to be straight down the line with your breakfast order. Somebody just told me about that, about you, Liam. And tell us about back on footy for a bit as well. How have some of the new recruits been at the club? Blaize Talagi has obviously been a big name signing. How has he sort of gelled with the playing group?
Yeah, he's going really good. So, fitted in nicely. So, Isaiah Papali, they've come in and they've just gelled really well. So, obviously, Blaize is battling the shoulder as well. So, he was. We're obviously pairing up and doing a lot together. So, he's a great young fella. I think he's only 19 or 20, but he's really, really well mannered and he's an absolute legend. So, they're doing really good.
Mate, a term that's thrown around here on the run home quite a lot is training the house down, and it's this time of the year. Can you give us a little insight into, a teammate who, may have previously not done much in preseason training and they've come back and they're ripped and they're ready to go? Who is it that's training the house down at Penrith Panthers?
I'll throw Bizza out there because he's come back this preseason and he's absolutely flying. So he's nailed all his testing and attacking every drill. So, he's absolutely killing it. All the boys are, actually. So we've got a few training trialists with us this year and before Chrissy, and they're constantly pushing us. And, they're all obviously always competing and, just drives the standards through the roof. And, I'm really, really enjoying it.
Now, mate, we obviously know how strong Penrith juniors are. Is there a name you can give us of someone we may not have heard of yet that you think could have a huge 2025 we might see debut in first grade based on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, definitely. There's plenty getting around. I mean, Billy Scott's one that comes to mind. There's Billy Phillips, Harry Hassett. All these fellas are just knocking on the door and waiting for their opportunity. So, LaRon debuted last year, but he's a great forward coming through, and definitely see more of him this year. And they got a great junior system at Panthers, and there'll definitely be a few there coming through. That's for sure. So, yeah.
Now, you're born in Blayney. Las Vegas is a long way away from Blayney in New South Wales. You're obviously kicking off season 2025 over there in Las Vegas. Tell us about your what is your preparation going to look like for that?
Yeah, as you said, it's a fair way from Blayney, but the goal for me is obviously get the shoulder right and give myself every opportunity to be on the plane. So. That's my goal. Obviously, I should have about 2 or 3 weeks of full contact before round one, and it'd be an awesome experience. So I've been over there before, but yeah, it'd be certainly a memory to be made, I dare say. So that'd be awesome,
mate. I've just done a quick Google of Blayney, and if we were to talk about which particular pub in Blayney would be the Vegas of Blayney, are we talking the Royal Hotel? Every country town's got a Royal Hotel. Is it the Royal?
The Royal, yeah.
Or are we talking the Exchange?
Oh, they're both great pubs. So the
Correct
Royal,
answer.
The Royal sponsored like the Junior League all the way up until all the way when I was there. So the Royal's a great place, but so is the Tat. So. Yeah, you can't go wrong in either.
And is there a particular teammate that might be looking forward to the Vegas trip just a little bit too much, Liam? Should we be concerned or worry? I'll just keep a close eye on one man in particular. I've got a funny feeling you might say the same name again, Brian Toto.
No business. No, they're all definitely looking forward to it. That's for sure. So, we're all very excited.
Mate, last question from me anyway. It's school holidays, and I've been looking for things the kids to do. One of them was to help me with this interview. And so my 12-year-old Grace said, Dad, can you ask Liam Henry what's his favourite pump-up song before a game of footy? So there we go.
Well, it's probably not a pump-up song, but I've got a little... Oh, it's not a superstition. It's more of a routine where I have to play Delta Dawn before every game. So that's what I play. It's not really a pump up song, but if I'm feeling a bit low and need a pump up, I go to a bit of ACDC or something like that to get me going. So that would be it.
Would it be the Exchange that has the karaoke? Have you done karaoke at the Exchange Hotel in Blayney doing that particular song?
No. Well, yeah, you won't catch me doing any karaoke anytime soon. I don't think so. No.
Mate, that's brilliant. Thanks for joining us today. And again, we'll touch on the stuff that you're doing with the Little Wings because it is really good work. Their website, littlewings.org.au. You can get them on Facebook as well by searching Little Wings and Instagram as well.
Can you hear this?
Little Wings Australia. And Liam, just for you, a little closeout song. Thanks for joining the summer edition of the Run Home.
Thank you very much.
You're still here? We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.